Alright, so right now what we're going to do is to try and create another object, but this time we're going to put dimensions on it. So we're going to go up here to New Project, or Standard IPT, and just click and create, just like we did before. And just like we did before, we need to create a 2D sketch first. And again, I'm just going to select this plane, and here I go. So let's start with just a rectangle. I'm going to click, move my mouse, click again to create the rectangle. Now I'm going to put dimensions on it. The way we put dimensions on it is to click here at the top in the ribbon where it says dimension, and then go over to the side that you want to put the dimension on, and see how it changes to white. Alright, once it's white, you click on it, and I'm not clicking my mouse right now. Once I've clicked, this is just kind of attached to my mouse, and it moves around until I click again. Okay. Now I can change this dimension to whatever I want. So let's say I want this to be a perfect 1 by 1 square. I'm going to just hit the number 1 and then the green arrow, and it's going to change a little bit. So now I have a 1 dimension. And now I'm going to do the top side, and I'm going to change this one again to 1. And now I have a 1 by 1 square. Notice that I do not have to do it on the other sides. I only have to do it on 2 adjacent sides. Alright, let's go ahead and change this into a cube, so we have a perfect 1 by 1 by 1 cube. Alright, so I'm going to click Finish Sketch. And to create it into 3D, I once again hit Extrude up here. And I'm going to let that extrude, and you see that automatically it says 1 inch, so I actually don't have to do anything to it. Yours might not. If it doesn't say 1 inch already, you can just change it to 2, or you can change it to 3, or you can change it to whatever you want, but for this project we would just want 1. Alright, I'm going to hit the green check mark, and I'm going to hit the home button here, kind of adjust it here, and now I have a perfect cube. Alright, let's do something else with this cube. Let's say we've decided that, we don't just want a cube, we want a cube with something else on top of it. Alright, I'm going to click the home button to make sure I'm looking at it from the right direction, and here's my top view here. I'm just clicking on it, and there are 3 different options here. One is where I can edit my original sketch. Another is where I can edit how I made it 3D, maybe change it to 2 inches or 3 inches. And the one far to the right says Create Sketch. I'm going to click on that one. Okay, now I can draw whatever I want on here. So let's say I want to draw a circle. Up here there's a circle option. If you click on this arrow, there's 2 different options. There's circle with a center point, and then there's circle that are tangent. We want to do circle center point, which would be the automatic one if you just click the top here. And I'm going to click where I want my circle, and just kind of move the mouse until it's as big as I want it, and then click again. Alright, I'm going to add dimensions to this one as well. I'm going to click Dimension, and then if I click on the outside of the circle, there's a little number that pops out again. This is the diameter, and let's say we want this one to be 0.5, and I put the check mark. Now, one thing I noticed about my circle here is that it's off center, so I would like to make this to be in the perfect center. So I'm going to use my dimension tool, and I'm going to click in the very center of the circle, and you can kind of see how that green dot right there turns white when my mouse gets close. I'm going to click there. Then I'm going to come up to the top and click, and it kind of creates this line between the center of the circle and the top. Alright, now because my square is 1 inch, I have to think about what would be halfway between, and that would actually be 0.5. Alright, now I have to do the same thing with the other side. So I click in the center again, and this time I'm going to click on the right side. I'm going to bring up the number here, or I could bring it down, it doesn't matter. And I want it to be halfway between, and this is 1 inch, so I'm going to change it to 0.5. Hit the green check, and it's just going to adjust a little bit. Alright, I would say that my sketch is good now, Finish Sketch. And now I'm going to extrude it, so I get like a little cylinder sitting on top. So if you hit extrude, notice how it doesn't automatically select something. That's because I could select the outside, or I could select the inside. let's select the inside right now. So you want this to be lighter colored. I'm going to click on that, and again, this will tell us how much we want to extrude. Let's have this extrude 0.5 and hit the green check mark. And then let's get this into the center by clicking the home button, or I could have clicked this magnifying glass, and I would say that this is done. Alright, so once you've gotten to this point, this concludes our second Inventor video.